let us continue the transmission. Did you all enjoy your starship journey? Yes. All right. Use this, if you wish, as a methodology, as a permission slip, to allow you to get in touch more and more accurately with that vibration of your preferential reality so that you can understand how to fine-tune that particular frequency of intention for yourselves so that you can attract into your lives that course, that navigational course, more and more precisely every day in every way to shift to that parallel reality that is most representative of who you prefer to be. This is another permission slip, another method, another tool, another technique, another idea, but make it your own. Use your own imaginations, expand your imaginations. You are those starships, the starship synchronicity. It is up to you to navigate yourself to that destination. You are fully capable and fully empowered of doing so. So by all means, take the helm and set a course among your stars. All right? All right. It is up to you. We shall thus then continue the remainder of this transmission with the opening up of dialoguing and questions and answers, if you wish. You may choose from those who wish to discuss.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
It's wonderful to be here with you.
Thank you for the co-creation. Speak up and be bold so that all may hear you clearly.
Yes. I have, on my mother's side of the family, they're deceased now, but 3 old maid aunts and a grandmother.
All right.
And now my mother and my mother's sister, and they all have created dementia for themselves.
Oh, all right. Gone into another dimension through dementia.
Well, good, because that's how I am choosing to see it. And
all right.
And I've thought about it, and
all right.
I've gone through my little journey of being afraid of it, and
all right. But now
I don't feel that. I feel like somehow,
you can arrive at different dimensions fully intact.
Yes.
Fully cognizant.
Right.
All right.
But I do feel that they chose that for some other reason.
Well, understand that sometimes the idea of simply choosing certain things, of making certain choices in physical reality will simply result in certain consequences because that's the nature of the collective agreement of what will happen when you make certain choices. Sometimes it's no more mysterious than that. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They don't always have a profound reason for choosing those things, although sometimes people can.
Mm-hmm.
But very often, because of the collective agreement you've made about the kind of things that can or will happen in physical reality, when you do make certain decisions, then sometimes you allow those things to simply run on automatic, and you simply get back what you put out. And it's no more complicated than that.
Okay.
And thus they can recognize from the soul point of view what the consequences were of the choices they made, so they can balance themselves and recognize that they don't necessarily have to make those same choices again.
Great. Okay.
Make sense?
It does, yes.
All right.
So it also tells me how important it is to follow your excitement, because none of them did.
Yes. Now, sometimes the idea that you humans call dementia might also simply be the idea that they have made certain choices that they're going to take themselves out in a certain way, as you say, transition from physical to non-physical reality, and they begin, shall we say, ahead of time, narrowing their focus and eliminating the idea of the focus on the physical reality they've been in, so as to direct themselves more precisely toward that transition.
Mm-hmm. I sense that, especially I take care of my mother.
Yes.
So I'm sensing her doing that.
Yes. Sometimes that's simply a lengthy process for some individuals who choose certain things.
Yes.
Make sense?
Oh, it does. Yes.
They just start letting go of what is connected to physical reality more and more and more and more, and they transition slowly over time.
I was thinking, looking at this holotrope, to maybe get something like this on a big screen television for my mother to just gaze at.
Well, you may discuss this with the individuals who are responsible for creating this device.
Okay, great. Yeah. felt like that would be good for. Okay, thank you, Bashar.
Thank you.
Okay.
My immense gratitude, Bashar.
And to you, good day as well, and our gratitude as well.
I found it particularly interesting during your visualization with the bridges and the islands.
Yes.
But I became very excited about the idea that now is the ideal scenario.
Yes.
And conjuring up or conceptualizing the islands as a destination when now is the ideal scenario.
Yes.
Those islands began to dissolve, and I felt a very special, timeless quality to just enjoying now.
Congratulations.
As the ideal scenario.
That's the whole point, is to recognize that all the bridges are within, all the islands are within, and everything is here and now. And all the traveling, so to speak, takes place within you. So you really go nowhere. But you become fully here. That's the journey, to become fully in the now you're in. So congratulations.
It feels very special. I wanted to use the holotope experience as my example for my main question.
Yes.
Is that timeless quality.
Yes.
As if you're in the center of the holotope, and at any time at your leisure and at your excitement, you can draw from any of the infinite experiences.
Absolutely, you're connected to it all, and you are the center of the holotope. That's the point. The holotope is actually a mirror. That's your actual picture. You understand?
I do.
That's what you all actually look like in energy.
It feels very beautiful and it makes perfect sense, but I find that in a way it's incompatible in a sense with your mirror image of yourself with the beam from your solar plexus.
It's not incompatible, it's just a different level of the idea. It's seeing deeper into the idea. That's all. If you take the visualization of the mirror self and the solar plexus connection and you look deeply enough, that's what you'll see. Or something like it. It's just that we are talking about different layers of the reflection. That's all.
So then, in the lesson during the holotope experience, I feel the most excited about my ship being that frequency that allows for all other frequencies, so that I can enjoy this extreme contentment that I feel about being in the center and being able to play, in a sense, with any other frequency at my choosing.
And when you allow all other frequencies to be in relationship to the primary one in that way, then you are expanding and growing, because to become more and more and more of all that you are means you include an awareness of more and more frequencies, but that you can simultaneously choose to experience only the frequency that represents the balance that is specifically you. So yes. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Bashar. Thank you.
Our deep appreciation to you as well.
Hi there.
And to you, good day. Or, if you wish, hi back.
Hi there. My question pertains around enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
I study Buddhism and I study Hinduism, and there's so much this goal of enlightenment, and it seems kind of like out there somewhere. And
it can, but it's not.
Right. But there's so much emphasis on escape of suffering and samsara, and my perception is kind of getting out of the physical realm so that we can kind of be our interdimensional selves. And so I'm kind of wondering,
The paradox here
Yes.
is that to use those terminologies, the way to rise above the suffering of the physical realm is to totally and holistically embrace it. So that it becomes something within you instead of seeing yourself as something within it.
Thank you.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Once it is seen as a part of your total being, then you can regulate your relationship to it instead of feeling victimized by it. Because the idea of ascension and enlightenment is the recognition that you actually are the dimension of reality that you previously thought you existed in. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
When you understand that you are the experience, when you are the dimension, when you are the reality itself, then you are free to be that reality and in relationship to it without the part of it, without the format of it that makes you feel that you are trapped by it.
So it's removing the resistance, it's removing the pushing against reality by embracing the wholeness of everything that is occurring.
Yes, as we have sometimes said, and to put it in the most simplest terms, the quickest path to enlightenment is to simply lighten up and not be so heavy and take everything quite so seriously. You understand?
Yes, I do. And so my other question for the fun of it is...
Yes.
Buddha and Bashar, what's the difference?
The idea of the Buddha nature, the Christ consciousness, the Krishna spirit, whatever you wish to call it, is that it is a representation of the collective whole, of the oversoul of any particular reality such as your own. While I, as an individual, am connected telepathically to my entire society and can represent that vibration if I wish from time to time, as any member of my society can, the idea is that as acting as an individual, we do not immediately represent thematically the idea of our entire society. We allow every individual to still be the individuals that they are. Do you understand?
Yes.
The idea is that the Buddha nature, while allowing individuals to be who they are, is simultaneously a representation of all individual energies, the oversoul of your world. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that explain the difference?
Yes, I believe so. So it's an overall consciousness as opposed to an individualized...
It's an individualized expression of the overall consciousness. So what we are saying is that in our reality, in our civilization, any one member can, if it serves a purpose, be a reflection of the overall consciousness. But at this point, it doesn't serve a purpose to actually stand out as an example in that way specifically, because every member of the society can do that. Whereas the idea of the Christ consciousness, Buddha nature, Krishna spirit in your society is for someone to act as a reflection of what each individual could function like, but aren't yet functioning like. Do you understand?
Yes.
That is the meaning in the Christ consciousness vernacular of, I am the way. It means, be like me. Because you are like me. But you don't know it yet. Make sense?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Okay. There are certain groups, species, what have you, that have a bad reputation.
A bad reputation.
Such as the Illuminati,
Yes.
the Anunnaki, the reptilians, the Dracos, etc.
Yes.
And since we are spirits having a physical experience,
Yes.
and we have alternate simultaneous lives,
Yes.
is it possible or probable that we also have lives as the Illuminati, the Anunnaki, the et cetera, et cetera?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Thank you.
Thank you.
More often than not, when you find yourself interacting with beings from other dimensions, you are actually interacting with another version of your total consciousness. More often than not.
So when we project negativity on these other groups,
it gives you an opportunity to decide what vibration you are and are not compatible with, and to shift your frequency to one that does not fear these things, but allows yourself to use them as a marker for what vibration you do not prefer.
And we're projecting it back on ourselves.
Of course.
Great.
Remember, you cannot experience anything in your reality that you do not agree to experience. So the idea is to simply not accept an invitation from any vibration that offers it to you that is incompatible with the vibration of your preference.
Great.
Does that help you?
That helps a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
There's one thing I'm unclear on.
Yes, only one? Congratulations.
Relevant to today's.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sometimes you say, go at your own pace, you have all the time in eternity.
Yes.
And then there's the focus splitting, get on the spaceship because it's leaving.
Yes. These are not contradictions. The idea is, if you happen to miss the boat this time, that's all right, because you're eternal. But for those that want to be on a specific boat, we are helping guide you to be more capable of making that decision, of making that choice. But if you miss the boat, we don't care, and you don't care ultimately, because you'll always create new opportunities to find another boat. We're just talking about the specifics of this particular reality and the things you say you would prefer to do. So we're helping you get on the boat that you say you wish to get on. But if you miss that boat, then you miss that boat. And you do have all the time in eternity to create another boat. So those things are not contradictory. They're just different levels of what it is you prefer to do. And we are helping you with those different levels. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I'm truly grateful for this opportunity to communicate some ideas with you.
All right. Speak up and be bold so that all may hear you clearly.
I'd like to get some clarification from yesterday on the vortices.
Yes.
Speaking in general of the difference between the chakra points on the earth and the vortices themselves, which
Yes.
to me seem a bit more like black holes.
Well, that's what we said, in a sense. The chakras are, in a sense, like faucets, and the vortices are like drains. Overall, that's a generalization. So energy emanates from the chakras and, in a sense, goes into the vortices, and it goes round and round and round and round. It's like white hole and a black hole.
So there's
Emanating and absorbing, emanating and absorbing.
our local star would be like a chakra of solar system, and the galactic supermassive black hole would be kind of like a vortex.
Well, that's one way to look at it, yes.
Okay.
But there are other phenomenology within the universe that may even be more accurately representative of that. But nevertheless, go ahead.
So as our solar system moves through our galaxy, we're moving to the galactic equator in our galaxy.
All right.
And moving towards the cradle of creation.
In a sense, yes.
On the map you had yesterday, you didn't show, I didn't see any of the vortexes themselves. It's just the chakra points. That
No. There are a blend of chakra points and vortices on that map.
Okay. And
we simply did not delineate them all because it did not serve the purpose of that particular conversation.
Specifically in the United States, the western area.
Mount Shasta is a chakra point. Sedona is a vortex. The Bermuda Triangle is a vortex.
Is there any significance between Los Angeles and Las Vegas being these two major cities?
Of course there is a difference.
I mean, and energy-wise, is there any
Of course
activity
there
underneath
is.
the city?
You can see the difference.
Right.
Now, the idea, as we illustrated yesterday of your time, is that between Sedona and Shasta, there's a direct connecting line of energy. And we demonstrated that the area you call Area 51 is smack, as you say, on that line. You follow?
Right.
This is primarily because they understand that ships navigate better on that line of energy. And so it is also functioning as a doorway for ships to come through, and for the ships that they are retrofitting and retro-engineering to operate in that wavelength, in that frequency. It gives them a little bit of a push, shall we say. Now, your city of Las Vegas is slightly off that line.
Right.
The idea, therefore, you will find, is that it draws and taps into that energy to some degree, but kind of at a skewed angle.
Right.
Is that not a perfect description of Las Vegas?
Hence Sin City.
However you wish to interpret that.
Right.
This is the energy relationship. Los Angeles, and again, the idea being that it is no accident what things are called, is an opportunity for it to literally become a city of the angels vibrationally. But that is up to you.
Right.
The vortex is there that allows for that potential, but it is up to all of you to align with it and demonstrate that vibrational state.
Okay, real quickly, I want to end on harmonic frequency,
Yes.
528 hertz.
Yes.
Can you go into any depth on 528 hertz
Not at this time.
versus 440?
Not at this time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And a you good day.
I'm so excited right now. I'm buzzing.
Well, so are we. But then again, we never stop buzzing.
I'd like to inquire about dreams
Yes.
and the impact of dreams on our path of ascension.
All right.
10 years ago, I had a close encounter with a large light ship in the Rocky Mountains.
All right.
And since then, I've had very detailed, vivid dreams of being in waking reality, normal reality, usually during the day, being out in public and witnessing many, many light ships.
Yes.
Coming to the city, and I'm there helping calm people down because
Yes.
some people are freaking out, some people can't see them.
Yes.
I have these dreams often.
Yes.
Is this a projection of my future, my
It is a
purpose
projection
here?
of a probable future reality, depending upon how you shift to it or not.
Right.
Yes.
Is this something that will be manifesting in our reality
The
here
high
soon?
degree of probability of the likelihood of that manifestation at some point,
High probability.
high probability.
Thank you.
If it were not a high probability, it is unlikely we would be having these conversations with you all.
Also, I have many vivid, exciting dreams about communicating with the whales.
Yes.
Is there a greater meaning that you would like to share with
Whale
me?
is a dolphin oversoul, composed of multitudes of dolphin consciousnesses.
Kind
Because
of, like a
of the
mothership.
buoyancy of the sea, it can physicalize, whereas on land, an oversoul would be too heavy to move, were it to physicalize.
Wow.
But you come together as groups, and thus then create oversouls in that context, just as you're doing now.
And so how is that relating to me? What would be the message for me, since the whales are continually speaking to me in my dreams?
You have a strong connection to the star system energy of Sirius. Explore that direction and learn to telepathically communicate more strongly with the dolphins and whales who are constantly in contact telepathically with Sirius vibrations and other dimensional vibrations. They are the ambassadors, one of the first ambassadors, to help you acclimate to the idea of extraterrestrial contact, because they are the extraterrestrials, in a sense, on your own planet, because they live in another environment. The more that you can become compatible in your communication with the whales and the dolphins, the more you will understand how to become compatible vibrationally in your communication with us and other extraterrestrial species.
Wow. Also, I have a beautiful young daughter, 9 years old.
Name?
Lily.
All right.
Lillian. And she...
Lillian.
I told her I would call her in with you. She has these amazing dreams where we are together and often are visiting these ancient temples.
Yes.
Sometimes it's in Egypt, buried in the sand. Sometimes
Yes.
it's under the ocean.
Yes.
They're very ancient temples where we have books that allow us in.
Yes.
We sit down at a large table, 4 seats with a crystal in the middle.
All right.
When we sit down to either light beings or dolphins sit with us,
Yes.
we meditate, a green beam of light hits the crystal,
Yes.
and then all of the symbols in these ancient temples
Yes.
light up.
Yes.
And my daughter comes back and says, we have access to all of the records and memories of the universe.
Yes. And so? Sounds enjoyable.
It is, but I'm quite intrigued on how to anchor this into the current reality. Is this...
Well, how does it make you feel when you have that experience? Can you bring that energy back and behave in your daily life from that place, from that energy, from that state of being?
Yes.
Then that's how you allow that state of being vibration to leak into the current reality. What you're doing is cross-connecting to a parallel reality wherein those things are normal and natural so that you can acclimate to them and make them normal for you, and thus then by making them normal for you and behaving as if they are normal in this reality, you can focus in that way as a conduit to bring that energy through and apply it in all you do by staying in that state. Does that make sense?
It's a lot of information, but I believe so.
It is. Simply put, you're acting as a conduit from one parallel reality to another to bring that energy through by the things that you do from that state.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right.
And so my further question would be, is it possible that this is something in this reality, in this real life timeline that my daughter and I are going to explore in this life?
No,
or is it simply
not
a
all
dream?
of the things. Some of them you will explore symbolically, some of them literally. But you are experiencing a parallel reality where those things are normal. Not all of them need to manifest exactly literally in your present physical reality in order for you to bring the equivalent into this reality energetically.
Energetically.
Yes. And other things will occur as physical symbols of those things, of those energies, but they will not always be identical to what can happen in that particular parallel reality. Does that make sense?
Yes, I believe so.
So you'll have your version of those things here, but you'll do them differently because this is a different parallel reality. But the energy will be the same. That's what you're going off of. You're learning to identify with that particular frequency so as to bring about and attract and create your version of those things in this reality physically. They will not always be identical. But you'll recognize them by their vibration. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
Does that help you?
Yes, thank you.
All right, our best to Lily.
Thank you so much, Bashar.
Hi, Bashar.
I knew you. Good day.
Okay, my question is regarding the beginning of your talk today.
Yes.
I'd like to use a experience from my own life as
By
an
all
example
means.
to bring clarity. So I'm in what is referred to as the medical cannabis industry.
Yes.
And what happens to me, I want to ask you if I'm right in saying that when scenarios of worry kind of like pop into my head,
Yes.
I believe that's coming from my physical mind.
Well, it
And-
is coming from a belief system within your physical mind, yes. Your physical personality structure is composed of three things like a prism: beliefs, emotions, thought pattern, action, behaviors. So the personality is constructed, first and foremost, foundationally, from definitions and belief systems. So yes.
Well, I'm endeavoring to make sure that these scenarios of worry don't actually take place in what I'm experiencing.
Yes.
And so what I try to
Then
do
stop worrying about them.
Okay.
Because the way to make worrisome things manifest is to spend time worrying that they will.
I'm doing a good job at doing that so far. But what happens
All
is
right.
the reason is they just pop into my head.
Yes,
It seems
that's all
so.
right. Just because you become aware of them doesn't mean they will activate. It is the emotional reaction that activates it. Do you understand?
Yes.
Emotion, energy, motion.
Yes.
Remember that as you become more and more expanded, more and more enlightened, you will become not less aware of the negative, you'll become more aware of the negative, because creation is all positive and negative things. All of it. So the more expanded your consciousness becomes, you'll become more aware of not only positive, but negative things. But just becoming aware of them is still a neutral state. They don't get activated until you feed them energy. And the energy, if you feed them of fear, will activate them. So you can be aware of them, but if you spend time worrying that you're aware of them, then you're activating them. You see the difference?
Yes.
Does that help?
Yes.
All right.
When I am choosing what I want to manifest or what I want to create. It seems, I guess my question would be, seems like it's harder to actually create something that I don't know what it is, but I'm just kind of making it up, like what I want my future to be.
Well,
Whereas
we are
these
not
other
telling you
scenarios
to make up what your future should be. We are telling you to live in the present by simply doing what you're excited to do now and not worry about what your future will be.
My higher self will worry about that for me.
It doesn't worry about anything. But it will bring you automatically the next thing it needs to be. Okay. Your physical mind does not need to focus on that because your physical mind is not capable of focusing on that idea. It does not know and cannot tell how things are going to happen. Only the higher mind can.
Forgot about that one.
Yes. This is why it's important to remember all the ideas we are talking about, not just one at a time or two.
When I'm negotiating with my negative ego,
yes,
and I'm honoring my belief systems,
yes,
like for instance that I have no parachute, yes, is that doubt? Is that doubt I'm allowing to creep in, or am I acting on doubt?
It doesn't have to be. It can simply be honoring your belief systems. Now, the belief systems themselves may involve trust in a negative idea or what you call doubt. But being aware of the fact that you have those systems, those negative beliefs itself is just an observation and is not doubt in and of itself. But you can be aware that you may have doubts. But being aware you have doubts itself is not a doubtful act. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
It's just an observational neutral act of being aware and acknowledging that you may have negative beliefs.
Yes.
And then you can work with them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that help?
Yes.
Thank you.
My last thing would be to say that my greatest excitement is being here and hearing you. And
your greatest excitement is hearing you. Remember that you're speaking with your own higher self.
Yes. So when I was a child, I had experiences where basically I would wake up all of a sudden and I'd be on my parents' bed, yes, and I would be crying, and I would have memories of trying to escape some type of ship and trying to get back on the earth.
Yes.
And ever since I found Bashar, yes, I've decided to try to find out what the truth of this is, and I even have markings on my body that I don't know.
That's all right. Again, as we have said, you will begin to remember more and more of the encounters you've already had at whatever rate is appropriate for you to remember, and the rate at which you remember will be a barometer for all of us to determine the rate at which you are ready for open contact.
Is there any way you can give me like a little bit of a push to make my memory open up a little bit more to find out like who was messing with me or what group or...
Nobody was messing.
Well, not messing, just like, it seemed like it at the time, but... Well, I just want to know.
You were involved with the Greys, basically.
Okay, and I kind of can remember.
You are part of the hybridization program.
Okay.
But the hybridization program is what resulted in our civilization. So thank you.
I think it was worth it because it's definitely opened up some things in my life that.
This is the full circle.
Yeah.
You agree to be part of an agenda of the creation of a hybrid race that benefits their race and yours. So that then, out of gratitude for our creation, we now, full circle, help you climb the ladder.
And then you helped me again because I used to have a lot of fear about it, but in hearing you, I've lost the fear and I've embraced it. So
thank you.
I still want to know more, though.
You will. You know more right now than you did a moment ago.
Yes.
You will know more in the next moment than you do right now.
Yes.
But remember that all these moments are the same moment, just from a different point of view. And now you know that, too.
Thank you, Bashar.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Blessings to you as well.
And bless everybody.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day. Speak up, speak up.
I have a couple of questions. I've been struggling for years with digestion problems.
Yes.
Mainly around my solar plexus.
Yes.
And
what is it you find hard to swallow?
Well, that's what kind of what I wanted to ask you. Why is it that
Are you following your highest joy? Hesitation usually means no.
I think I'm not.
You think you're not? I would say if you have to answer that way, you're definitely not.
Okay.
Why not? What are you afraid of? Why is there a growing pit of anxiety in your solar plexus instead of joy and excitement? Because you are unable to digest your reality.
Yeah, I vacillate from doubt and
remember what we said doubt was?
I believe
a 100% trust in a belief that is out of alignment with your true selves. So what do you benefit and what do you gain and how does it serve you to trust in something that is out of alignment with your true self?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Does it benefit you?
Yeah.
It benefits you to be believing in something that doesn't serve you?
No.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you? What would you rather be doing? What is a representation of something that excites you that you're not doing?
Being creative, being
in what way? Any particular way?
Creating art and music.
All right. Any particular form of art? Any particular form of music?
Mainly photography and video. Anything that is visual.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Do you see how your energy rose when you started talking about it?
Yes.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you allow your energy to maintain that level by going ahead and doing these things? What stops you? What fears, what beliefs stop you from simply doing these things? Because you can, you know. Mm-hmm. So why don't you?
I think there's deep-rooted beliefs on lack. I think I come from a family where there's like a lot of financial like.
So you have a strong belief in lack.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's yes. not like I believe it. I feel like it's rooted, and I'm trying to.
No.
All right.
Same thing. Mm-hmm. Saying, well, I believe it's deeply rooted is simply the same thing as saying I believe it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter whether it's deeply rooted. Nothing is as deeply rooted as anything until you believe that it is.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Remember, a pattern is something you have as long as you don't know you have it. If you know you have it, you don't have it anymore. You're beyond it already. Mm-hmm. So to say it's something you got from your family is all well and good, but your ability to recognize that it might have come from your family means it no longer affects you if you don't choose it to, if you don't believe that it will.
Exactly.
So instead of allowing the idea that you're not being yourself to continue to gnaw at the pit of your stomach and cause all sorts of upset and indigestion, why not simply move forward to the best of your ability, honoring whatever belief systems you simply refuse to let go of, and take whatever time you are willing to give yourself over to your excitement and do the things to whatever degree that you can do them that excite you. Mm-hmm. Why not at least take some steps in that direction instead of none at all?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yes.
Can you at least take one step in that direction?
Yes, I feel like I'm already
all
taking
right. Can you take
steps.
2?
Yes.
Can you take 3 steps?
Yes, absolutely.
4,
yes.
5, 6,
yes.
7?
Yes.
Well, look, you're all the way down the block already. So just do it.
Exactly.
All right?
Okay.
And let it support you. Let it serve you. Mm-hmm. Let it challenge you with bringing up more negative beliefs that you can transform. Because anytime you follow your excitement, it will raise the issue into your consciousness of other negative beliefs that don't serve you so that you can face them and transform them too. And add them to your collective momentum of moving forward in the direction of what excites you. You see how that works?
Yes.
It's a self-contained mechanism, self-perpetuating mechanism, self-organizing mechanism. Let it work for you. Wow. It works for everyone else. Why not you? Are you the only exception in creation?
No.
Then let it work for you.
Wow, that really turns me on. That really inspires me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. The second one, it may sound dumb, but I just
dumb.
I just got out of a relationship.
Yes.
Where it was not functioning for me. How do I say it?
Well, if you're not yourself, and you wish a relationship that is reflective of your true self, then how can the relationship function for you if it can only reflect back to you that you yourself are not your true self?
Mm-hmm. I'm having a hard time, and this is where I want you to help me out.
Yes.
Even though I was told and I knew that that person was not available.
Yes.
there's a part of me that keeps keeps wanting to be in that relationship, even though
all right. Once again, we will repeat what we just said. Perhaps you did not understand how this relates. When you are the person you prefer to be, you can attract a reflection of that wholeness. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you may recognize that the potential there is a reflection of wholeness, but until you yourself are actually functioning more holistically, there is no way you can attract the idea of a relationship to reflect wholeness back to you. So you have to take the first step in creating the potential probability of such a relationship by actually being the person in such a relationship that you need to be. Because you're not the person that you need to be in that kind of a relationship. Therefore, it's not possible to attract someone to reflect that because there is no person to reflect back to. You understand? So, if you simply move forward and be more of yourself, you will automatically start attracting relationships that are more reflective of your willingness to be more of yourself. It's as simple as that.
Got it.
The first relationship is with yourself. Because you're not having a relationship with your true self yet. So how can you have a relationship with anyone else when you're not even having one with your true self? You follow?
Yes.
So move forward. Have more of a relationship with your true self, behave more holistically, and you will start getting reflections of that. What you put out is what you get back. You follow?
I do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Our unconditional love to you.
Thank you.
You have at least that relationship. Do you have your three? Yes. Proceed.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
What is in Phobos, the moon of Mars, or the rock that orbits around Mars?
More rock.
Richard Hoagland thought that it had that monolith on it that had some key to our society.
There are other civilizations that have from time to time, shall we say, inhabited various bodies in your solar system with regard to bases and structures and so on and so forth. And there are a few things that have been left behind on that Martian moon, as well as your own moon and other bodies in your solar system.
What was on Phobos, or what was left there?
A monitoring station.
Is it still active?
Well, yes. From time to time it is visited, but this now is rare.
Who is doing the monitoring?
Sorry.
Oh.
That information is not available through this terminal.
Oh. What about the civilization's remnants on the moon? What people live there or
no
whatever?
one lived there. Again, this is indicative of various temporary bases that were constructed by various civilizations in their observational work and in helping to maintain balance of energy on Earth.
How long ago was that active? How long ago was it
destroyed? The primary
base,
in that sense, became activated shall we say, approximately 13,000 of your years ago.
And when was it destroyed?
It is not destroyed, per se. It was simply dismantled.
Richard Hoagland said that the crystalline structures, it looked like that asteroid had hit it or something had destroyed it.
Oh, in that sense, there is sometimes natural, shall we say, attrition.
When did that happen?
$10,500
years ago.
What you call BC.
Oh, okay. And how was that destroyed? Was it a planet that exploded that hit that, or
no,
was it just asteroids?
Yes.
Was it related to the destruction of the civilization on Mars?
No, because that happened a long time ago, although you could say that it is related in the sense that some of that early destruction still leaves asteroidal remnants in your system. So in that sense, long distance it's related, but not immediately so.
How did the destruction on Mars happen?
Asteroidal, ripped off the atmosphere, blew it off the planet.
So an asteroid hit it and then
scraped by it.
Scraped by it?
Yes.
Was the civilization intact at the time?
It was. And then the souls started incarnating on Earth.
Where on Earth?
On Earth.
Any particular,
to begin with.
Any particular society or location on Earth?
Where the first hominid species was altered sufficiently to allow for such soul connection in what you call the mid-African and Eurasian plains.
Okay.
Approximately 500,000 of your years ago to all the way back to what you call about 3 million of your years ago, this migration of souls took place.
Okay. Last sort of subject. The stock market, the financial system, do you see that changing, and how? And
we have discussed to some degree the idea of the shifting of your economies, but that information is not appropriate through this terminal at this particular moment.
Any particular recommendation on stocks or
that information is not available through this terminal at this particular moment.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, all right. Buy low, sell high. There you go.
Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
It's a pleasure to talk to you today.
And you as well.
I have two questions.
Speak up, speak up.
First question relates to, I want to understand more about intention as we perceive it and how it relates to the perspective of the oversoul.
Yes.
So from my understanding, the oversoul has multiple tentacles experiencing different things simultaneously at the same time.
Yes, and each of those things creates within it the idea of a personality, a physical mind, a higher mind, and the concept of an intention to explore a certain theme.
All right, so if the oversoul can have, like if I have an intention to experience certain things,
yes,
the oversoul can already have a tentacle experiencing those things now. So what is the...
But you are that tentacle. You are the tentacle of whatever intention you are. Of whatever your theme is, you are that tentacle.
So if, for example, I imagine a potential future that I want to step into.
Yes. Oh, you are asking, is that simultaneously coexistent?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So if it is coexistent, what's the reason?
What's happening is that you're shifting your consciousness, you're shifting your focus to create a process, to create the experience of a process of change, which in and of itself is the experience the oversoul is having.
Ah, okay.
Make sense?
Yes, it does.
All right.
My other question
because the oversoul is simultaneously coexistent within itself and does not experience the idea of process within itself. It must extend its tentacles, as you call them, into physical reality experiences in order to have that concept and that experience you call change or shifting from one perspective to another, one reality to another.
Okay, understood.
All right.
My other question has to do with the origin of the grays.
Yes.
I've had two different versions of the history. One has to do with the idea that on a parallel universe, humans mutated and ended up...
This is what we have disseminated.
Okay, that's accurate. The other version I've had is that the grays were another of the beings that the Anunnaki...
You must understand that when you say grays, it is not a homogeneous thing.
Okay.
There are many different factions and many different types of beings that you're all lumping under the title grays. Both are true.
Ah.
But you're talking about different grays.
Gotcha. Okay.
You just, as a society, haven't differentiated them yet, except to notice that there are different stories that seem contradictory, when in fact, they're different stories about different grays.
Gotcha.
Not the same grays. All right?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aloha to you, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I'm hoping that you could say a little bit...
You are what? Hoping?
I would love to hear a little bit more about fear.
Yes. Are you afraid? To hear about fear?
No.
All right. What is it you wish to know about the messenger called fear?
The new or future me that I'm wanting to embody, to bring into my current reality.
Yes. Is she afraid?
She's not afraid, but the person I am now is afraid of...
Of what?
Well, this future self that...
What is the person you are now afraid of? First and foremost, you seem to be afraid to say what you're afraid of.
I'm afraid of fear. I'm
afraid of fear. So you're already fearful about being afraid. So you're already having fear.
What I meant to say is that I'm afraid of rejection and I'm afraid of judgment.
I see. Well, who is doing the rejecting?
Myself.
Thank you. So why are you doing that? Why are you judging yourself as being unworthy?
Because it's an old pattern.
But you now know it's a pattern, so therefore it's not anymore, is it? It's a choice. So why do you continue to choose to reject yourself when you know it's your choice not to? What makes it seem like the logical thing to do? What makes it seem like you deserve to reject yourself?
There's a certain safety in it.
Thank you for being honest.
Mm-hmm.
What is it you are afraid of going to instead? That is, in your estimation, less safe.
To a place where there is no rejection.
And why does that seem less safe than continuing to reject yourself?
Because I haven't been there before.
So you are saying you are afraid of the unknown?
Yes.
Do you understand that there's only one thing you can possibly ever discover in the unknown, and that's more of yourself? You are your universe. You-niverse. You are your universe. You fill it completely. There's nothing else in it. The idea is that whatever appears to be in the universe with you is your version of that thing. Any other people you interact with, you don't actually interact with them directly in that way. You create your version of them and populate your universe with your version of them in order to agree to interact with that person. So you're creating that anyway. So who is there in your own universe to reject you but you? And what is there in your own universe to discover but more of you? Nothing. So you're safe. You're completely safe because it's all you. Do you understand?
I do.
Because you're creating your version of everything you interact with in order to interact with it. In order to actually have an interactive experience, you have to create a simulacrum, a representation of something to interact with out of your own energy, out of your own consciousness. Doesn't mean the other person doesn't exist, but what you're interacting with is not them directly, per se. You're interacting with your version of them, your perception of them, your creation of them. So it's still made out of you. So that's all you'll discover is more of you in the unknown. So all you're doing is getting to know yourself. That's what exploring the unknown is getting to know yourself. The bigger you. The bigger you is wonderful. I would highly suggest you get to know her. She can help you. There is nothing to be afraid of about her. Do you understand?
I do, yes.
Does this help you?
Yes.
Anything else?
Not now, thank you.
We thank you. We also thank all of you for being willing to be more of yourselves. It is your choice, and we thank you for allowing us to reflect to you more of who you are. It is our joy and our pleasure. Somebody is boarding that train already. You are accelerating. Stay on track. Your track. Good day.
and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Let's say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right. All right, thank you. Once again, we extend to each and every one of you our deepest appreciation and gratitude for the allowance of this transmission in this way at this time, and the opportunity to experience through all of you more facets of the multidimensional crystal of creation. We would like to begin this transmission, which is titled Dear Mom and Dad, with a little bit of an explanation as to what's going on with those beings that you call the hybrid children, which are the progeny of many of you, based on the experiences that people on your planet have recognized are going on in the encounters that many of you have had, are having, will have, with a group of other beings, most often referred to as the Greys, who, in order to perpetuate their culture, which was dying out, utilized, through agreements with you on a higher level, some of your genetic material, along with the genetic material of other beings, to create hybrid races such as ourselves and the Yael that we have referred to, in order to perpetuate their culture so they would not die out. However, there is also a group of the hybrids that are very much more specifically the idea of your children, who will ultimately be coming to Earth to live among you, to assist with the idea of the evolution that is going on your planet, that will ultimately lead to Earth becoming what we term the sixth hybrid race. Now, these children are of various ages and stages of development and understanding, and they have, for now, some time been training to understand the general cultures on your planet, which are to them very alien, and in order to fit in, have been learning some of the things that you take for granted, that are common to you, that you were raised to understand, that seem second nature to you, which they sometimes find a bit unfathomable. There will be, from time to time, some of these children that will come down to Earth. They will be practicing among you in secret to some degree, although sometimes they still stand out enough that now and then some of you may notice a glimpse of someone that seems a little unusual. But they are being assisted by a group of beings that we have not really referred to very often, that could loosely be called the fourth hybrid race. The idea is that they are watching out for them, they are guiding them, they are providing for them places on your planet that are relatively safe, where they can practice in quiet, in peace, most often in secret, the idea of how to live among you, how to live in your dwellings, how to do the things that you do naturally on your planet, or at least from learning. Things even like eating off a plate, using a fork, are alien to these children. Now, there will be different phases of these children that will eventually come down and live in certain kinds of enclaves, certain kinds of settings, again, in safe places, until such time as your society can get used to them and they can get used to your society, until eventually one day they can more openly walk among you and take part in your society. And as your society becomes more and more and more evolved into and toward the sixth hybrid race, then there being ultimately no real difference between you. Since the human race is first and foremost hybridized anyway, because of the connection of the ancient race called the Anu, which imparted their genetic material to you and created Homo sapien. And in moving forward and blending with other hybrid races and becoming more hybridized by having the markers within you, the genetic markers that have been dormant, being turned on more and more and more, and creating differences in your genetic DNA structure that allow you to express more of those abilities often associated with the hybrids, then eventually in time, you will find that your civilization will be operating in a very different way, especially after the idea of open contact. But to begin with, we will mention that there are several phases of the hybrid children coming down. In total, for the overall first phase, there will be 333 hybrid children that will come to Earth in that first phase. Most of the first group of the 333 will be what you would call teenagers. They will get younger as the teenagers pave the way for the younger ones to come later, who will need more training and more time to acclimate to your society. But the ones that are now somewhere around your 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, sometimes even 18 years old will be the first among you, because they will have learned enough to then take their training further by actually living on the planet. There will still be time for acclimation. There will still be a need to get used to things, but by then many of you, as the parents of the hybrid children, will be aiding and assisting them in learning their way into the new society that is developing on your planet. Now, many of you are still experiencing being taken up to the ships to aid and assist in this teaching now. It's just that in the future, when they live among you, the teaching will continue on the surface of your planet when they have learned enough. But the teenagers are far enough along that they can begin to fit in, although they still have questions and things that seem a bit confusing to them, which we would like to address now by relaying to you some of the things that they have said. And we will facilitate that information for you today. So, first and foremost, one would like to say, I have learned that in your world you have many different ways of talking. You call them languages. I have learned in the language that you call French that chat is a cat, but Chateaubriand has nothing to do with cats and has more to do with something you call steak. But I have learned that there are different kinds of steak. There is the steak you eat. There is the steak that is a pointed stick. There is the steak that is something you own a part of. Your language is confusing. It will take some time to understand how to know the difference. We have had it explained to us that the context will help in terms of where and how it is presented in a group of words. Nevertheless, we have also been taught that even among yourselves, you often get confused about your own language. Therefore, we're not going to worry so much that we will stand out, because some of you also stand out in your own culture. Another child would like to let many of you know the following. We deeply appreciate what you have done in bringing us into being. We deeply apologize on behalf of the race that may have caused you fear. It was never any intention on the part of any of us to be born out of fear, for we understand that you made this agreement on a different level from unconditional love, and we want you to know that we return that unconditional love to you for our existence, along with our deepest gratitude and appreciation. For we love our lives and live our lives to the fullest that we can, and will be very happy to one day share with you on your own planet the joy that we feel every day because you have given us life. So we thank you, Mom and Dad, for bringing us into being and for the future that we have set before us that we know will contain many exciting things that we can share with you once we live among you. So thank you. Another child would like to pipe up and deliver the idea to you, the following concept. I'm not so sure about this idea of sitting down and eating all the time. That seems to happen on your planet. I get along fine with a few things here and there. Is this something that we will have to do all the time? Sit down and be eating? We have watched some of your television programs, and it seems that many people on them are also eating all the time. And we have seen that you have buildings that are specifically for the purpose of people going to eat all the time. And we have seen that you gather together as families to eat several times a day. And I am very concerned that I will be sick if I eat that much. So please do not worry if I come and you find that I am not eating as much as you, for I am eating exactly how I feel I need to eat and the foods that I need to eat that make me feel good about myself. So I hope you will be okay if I do not eat with you all the time that you eat. And another child would like to chime in and say, I have noticed that there are many meadows and streams on your planet, and I have noticed that there are many trees, and I so do love the trees, and I hope I will get to spend time among the trees and among the meadows and among the streams and among the mountains and among many places that are open and many places that have many different kinds of animals on your planet, which I love. I have interacted with some of them, and I love many of them very, very much, so I hope I will get a chance to interact with many of them, and I hope I live in a place where there are many, many animals, and I hope you will walk with me through the woods and through the meadows and through the forests and allow us to interact with many of these animals because they tell me many different kinds of stories and they are very funny and they are very wise, and I think that you could learn a lot from them because I have learned a lot from them, and I hope we can learn a lot from them together. And another child would like to add a few notes. What is this thing you call jokes? We don't understand what these things are. They seem to use your language in ways that we don't understand. You tell each other these so-called jokes, and we see you laughing, but we don't understand why you're laughing at them. It's not that we don't laugh. We laugh a lot, but we don't understand that when you say these so-called joking things, that it makes people laugh. I understand that there may be an unexpected component within some of these jokes, but again, the idea of the joke is somewhat lost on me. So I hope there will be someone that can explain these things to me as I learn about your culture more deeply, because I would certainly appreciate laughing with you, and it would be nice to understand what the jokes are all about. Nevertheless, I will also be laughing myself, and I am already laughing at many of the things that I see you doing down there on your planet. Is that the joke? Maybe I get it and maybe I don't, but maybe you can teach me more about jokes. I am looking forward to that idea when I arrive on your world, so that would be fun. Now, what we can do briefly, if there are, in this small, special section, any particular questions, whether your name has been drawn or not, that you would like to ask one of the children, they are willing to answer 3 questions.
So you described that the first wave would be teenagers. I'm trying to understand how that occurs. They're born into an infant body, but their awareness is more developed than an infant would be? Is that what you mean by that?
The idea is that they have grown up on the ships and they are at different stages of life. Mm-hmm. And while, yes, in some ways, even while they are very, very young, they are very developed, the idea is that they are still very alien to you and you to them. So even though they have great intellectual capacity, you are still a foreign civilization to them. But the ones that will come first are the older ones, the ones that have had time, in a sense, to absorb more of your culture and understand more of the things that they need to understand to live among you.
And have there already been some who have come to pave the way?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So my youngest son is 6 years old, and when I was pregnant with him, immediately the telepathic connection was so strong, and he began to communicate with me.
Yes, but this is different.
Okay.
Because there are those children among you that are hybridized children that you have actually given birth to on Earth.
Yeah.
And they are the brothers, sisters, and cousins of the ones who have been raised on the ships that are a little bit different than the ones that are born to you.
Okay.
But the reason that there are many hybridized children being born to you is because they will also be the ones that will create the bridge and the link of familiarity between the ones who will come to live among you. It will be the children interacting with the children that will really make the link. You understand?
Got it, yes. So when I was pregnant with him, he began to inform me to not listen to any information that would be needed about nourishing a child. And so he said, only eat when you're hungry, and don't worry if you're not hungry, don't eat.
Yes.
And so I actually ate very little when I was pregnant. I was incredibly healthy and
Yes.
birthed a very healthy child. So,
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And the second question.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
My question is that before they physically arrive on Earth, would they be contacting us telepathically or?
Well, they're already doing that. Many of you have had contact with them in dreams and telepathic contacts in other ways. Yes, that's part of the establishing of the link with all of you, is they will do it that way first. It's one of the things that they are trained to do.
So the three beings that I saw that I felt like they're similar to the Greys, were they my hybrid children?
They're not that similar to the Greys. No, you're looking at something slightly different.
All right. And when they arrive on Earth, do the younger ones, were they going to be staying after the time period of being?
Again, there will be certain areas and enclaves that will be created for them away from society for the most part, out in natural settings where the younger ones will be raised for a while before they will acclimate to the idea of coming into your cities. Now, the older ones may venture into the cities from time to time a little bit more often, but only when the younger ones are a little bit more advanced, a little bit more evolved, a little bit more acclimated, will they also join them.
Okay, so they're able to. My question is basically around how are they going to be taken care of?
They will be taken care of by the other hybrids that will be their mentors and their guides that are part of the Yael race.
All right. And as far as us being able to contact them or visit them,
those things will be arranged.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And the third questioner.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
So the girl was talking about, I think they're boys and girls, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. The girl who was talking about walking in the meadows and trees.
Yes.
Is that my daughter?
Your daughter is among them, but this was another child.
Okay. When you said the number 333, when I started my trip here, my odometer was 33333.
Yes.
Are my hybrid children going to be within that 333?
Yes. Does that help?
Yes.
All
The
right.
children, I'm working with at-risk children right now.
Yes.
Are they part of this?
Well, again, there are many children that are hybridized and may be part of the contact that needs to occur to form the link and the bridge between the children on Earth and the children that are coming from the ships.
But am I drawn to the work
Yes.
with these children? Okay.
Because you're practicing for the idea of when the other children come.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So then, this begins a contact of a different nature now between you and the hybrid children, this will increase, this will accelerate, and this will expand and will be presented through us in a variety of forms in the upcoming years. So between your years of 2017 and 2020, you will find there will be a lot more transmissions from them in a variety of ways that will create more participation and interaction between you and them and strengthen the bond that already exists in a variety of interactive and fun ways, leading up to the idea of their arrival eventually beyond that year of 2020, into the years of the open window of 2025 to 2033. But you will have a lot of fun getting to know each other in a variety of ways that we will present to you at that time. And so, in return for the gift that you are giving us, I ask now, in what way may we be of service to you? You may begin with your regular questions as you have already ascertained them.
Hi, Bashar.
And you good day.
Thank you, thank you. Recently, I had 2 loved ones in my family in the hospital at the same time.
All right.
And it was kind of a stressful situation for me.
Oh, all right.
One of them was my son.
Yes.
And I felt like I was losing my joy.
Losing yourself, yes.
Yeah, and I'm starting to rebuild.
All right.
But I just wanted to share that.
All right, well, thank you. But remember that this is always an opportunity to recognize that you actually can't lose anyone. And when someone decides to go through those kinds of an experience, it will give you an opportunity to start stretching your senses to know that you will always be family, no matter what state they exist in, no matter what state you exist in, that you can still learn to communicate even if someone is non-physical, if they decide to go that far. But it gave you an opportunity to understand that these transitions happen in a very real way and that they are part of your evolution, they are part of life, and that death is not an end. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you're given an opportunity to practice knowing that. So if and when then the time may come for these kinds of transitions in anyone's family, you will understand that you will have the capacity at that time, or at least more of the capacity, to recognize they are still members of your family, even if they may be incorporeal, and you can still learn to communicate with them on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm. They actually both were not near transition, but were kind of in a crisis that they were able to get out of the hospital.
Yes, I understand. So I said they gave you some practice.
Okay.
So it didn't happen abruptly, all at once. So take the opportunity to learn to stretch your senses into the idea of communication with the spirit world. And then when such a time comes as someone in your family may decide to actually transition, you will not feel it as a loss. You'll be able to still communicate with them in all the ways that are necessary for you. But understand that synchronicity will play an important part in the role of communication from the spirit world. They will often speak to you in symbols that exist right in your reality already. So learn to recognize those symbols as communications.
Okay, so for me to strengthen myself, just like follow my excitement.
Yes, don't lose yourself. As you say, don't lose your joy.
Okay, I had one other question for you. I've been going to school in Chicago.
Oh, how exciting for you.
It's very exciting, but...
What are you studying?
Education.
You are educating yourself about education.
Yeah.
All right. And?
Every Monday or Tuesday in Chicago, the news has a death count, like 5 or 6 killed, 20, 30 wounded every week.
Yes.
And it's mostly young African-American males.
Yes.
So
what do you want to do about that?
What's going on?
What do you want to do about that?
I want to stop it.
How?
Well, I guess by teaching people there's value in their life.
Thank you. So therefore, it is inspiring you to teach people about their own self-worth, about their value, how to appreciate themselves, how to find their center of self-empowerment. Yes?
Yes.
So you can use it in a positive way, can't you?
Yes. And I was wondering if there was some alien influence or something going. Just seems so strange to be able to predict.
Your planet is alien enough. You don't need any outside alien influence to be experiencing what you're experiencing. Just learn to use it in the most self-empowering and positive way that will then make a positive change in your world.
Okay, just keep my compassion.
Yes. And use what is for the benefit of all in the most powerful way your imagination will allow. If you're going to be a teacher, be a teacher. If you're going to be a student, be a student. For the best teachers and the best students are both teacher and student.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Yes. And I just wanted to let you know I'm going to Kenya next
All right.
week. It's my first time to East Africa.
Oh, all right.
I've been to West Africa.
Have a nice
so
trip.
I'm excited.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Bashar.
That's good. Hi, Bashar.
And a you good day.
I just wanted to acknowledge.
Speak up, speak up.
I just wanted to acknowledge these many experiences I've had this year.
Yes.
Starting with the unified theory of metaphysics.
Yes.
And that moved me in a direction and shifted me out quite a few timelines.
All right. Thank you.
All the way into Sedona.
Yes.
So I just want to acknowledge that whole stepping process that I've been following your connections through the last 20 years have increased the visibility of what's possible for me.
Yes. What's probable for you.
And probable.
Everything is possible, not everything is probable. So you are now gaining more insight into what is probable and relevant for you.
Yes. And it's exactly where I want it to be, but I didn't direct it in such a way. I just allowed for it.
You allow it because the direction is in the allowance.
Right.
The control is in the surrender. Automatically. It's built in.
Right. Really surrender. And coming here was seamless.
Yes.
And you said something yesterday about when you're ready, it all just opens up.
Yes.
And
the
it's
state of being contains everything it needs for whatever needs to happen.
And when I arrived in Sedona, I had an adjustment process, and I said, this is a complete kit. Everything I see is exciting to me. Now I know what he's talking about.
Yes.
It's all included in that
It
one
is.
step.
It is one holistic definition, one holistic mechanism.
Yes.
Yes.
I got it. Thank you. And while being in Sedona, I noticed that the spirit of Sedona, and I don't know if it's the contact spirit of Sedona or just Sedona in general, but it's a very refined energy of walking a particular way in your consciousness.
The vortex is very powerful as a reflector and an amplifier of whatever you bring into the vortex with you, positive and or negative, to allow you to face whatever you need to refine yourself, to be more precise about your understanding of how to work with the mechanisms. Yes.
Very quickly, and it's instantaneous for me now.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Yes. So now that I'm in Sedona, if there's anything I can be of service, I'm listening. I'm
You
deeply
can be
listening.
of best service by continuing to be yourself as best as you can.
Oh, that's easy.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. One moment. What is the name of the unicorn?
Zylock.
Princess Hakia. Why did you call the unicorn Princess Hakia? All right. What does Hakia mean to you? Where did you find the name, or when did you think of the name? Yes, it does. Just thought you might be interested in understanding the connection that she actually has telepathically with some other Sasani beings. So thank you for your synchronicity, little pony. And Nania, yes, there is a little sister. Now then, please do continue.
It's a pleasure to be in the presence of your vibrations.
And yours as well.
Just was wondering if you could confirm some names that you mentioned to me once.
Such as?
You once said your brothers and sisters are Kasani, Ephael, Bon, and Fani. I was wondering if those names have any relevance to a simultaneous incarnation of a Shikani being.
They do have relevance to it, although they are simply representative of vibrational states because we don't actually have literal names.
Names, yeah. Okay.
So it's more like musical notes.
Very interesting. Okay. Which actually, yeah, I'm very familiar with that. So I had a question about the hybrid children and their integration into humanity, and that leading into, I guess, more species that are going to evolve from that. So are the hybrid children genetically and physiologically equipped to procreate with each other and humans so they can continue to develop newer species from that procreation?
Yes.
Very interesting. Okay. And I also had a question about what they...
One moment. One of the children said, "Is he asking about our sex life?" And I said, "Yes, he is." And they said, "Okay." Do continue.
So I've heard that what the hybrid children consume is like basically raw organic fruit juices or vegetable juices.
For the most part, yes.
And from my understanding, these foods have high biophotonic resonance, and that is what is basically charging their cellular regeneration.
Also, the electromagnetic field, which helps amplify those things within the natural ingredients, yes.
Okay, and isn't it important for individuals like ones that are here to also consume things like that for their own cellular harmonization?
Depends upon the individual. Sometimes they may need other things depending upon their process and their path. In general, though, overall, your species is lightening up and therefore losing the urge to consume things that are of a denser vibration. So eventually, yes. But it doesn't mean you have to force yourself to do that if it's not really comfortable for you yet.
Okay. If I may be any assistance to you or Darryl in any way, do not hesitate to contact me. And I am very excited to interact with you as well as these other...
But recognize that we never hesitate to do anything that excites us.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, sir. So formal. All right. Thank you, sir.
Hi,
Bashar.
And a you good day.
Thank you. I wanted to address the child that was asking about jokes, why we find they find
All right.
our jokes aren't funny.
They just don't understand.
Or they don't get them. What popped into my head that I wanted to share with this little boy is, I think boy,
yes,
is that we're, as a population, not telepathic. So when someone says a joke and we hear what the other person says to us, there's a surprise element that cracks us up because we didn't think of it. But when you're telepathic, you immediately know what the person's thinking and is going to tell you, and then you hear verbally what's said. So it's the second time it's not so funny. So I think that's the difference.
That is actually
you don't
very
have the surprise
astute
element
of you. And the child says, "Thank you for your explanation. That makes all the sense."
Oh, you're welcome. Love to you.
They're love to you as well.
Thank you.
One moment.
Oh.
Yes. The child has also been told about our civilization, other civilizations, and now they understand why we enjoy your puns so much, because our language and our way doesn't allow for such things. And therefore, there are no punchlines on Essassani or in the hybrid child's understanding, because everything is seen at once. Yes.
Yeah.
And now they recognize that and appreciate the explanation in your language.
Oh, thank you.
However, the child asks then, does that mean that when you become more telepathic, you will stop telling jokes?
Nah, I think we're going to try.
All right, but the child also says, remember that we do laugh quite often, just at different things in a different way. So you will not lose the laughter.
What do you laugh at?
Well, you,
besides
for
puns.
one thing.
Oh.
You are all very humorous. As we have often said, watching you sometimes is analogous to watching a 7-foot-tall person attempting to squeeze themselves into a 1-foot square box.
I'm sure.
This is most amusing because we understand how large you actually are, how powerful you actually are, and to see yourselves actually playing games that purposely diminishes that can actually be quite hysterical.
That's sweet. Yeah, I hope we all evolve quickly
Yes.
like you.
Look at it more from the idea of the Zen concept on your planet of finally recognizing the cosmic joke of it all and laughing at that, which frees you and releases you to a different perspective, a different level of understanding. Yes? It's more along that line. It's not that we can't be surprised. It's just that we are surprised by mystery.
Yes, same here. We love that.
Yes. So you will continue to laugh at the things that mystery reveals to you in your explorations of the infinite.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well,
Speak up.
I also wanted to, I'm curious about a couple things. Wondered if I have any hybrid children.
You do, and you also actually have simultaneous incarnations on Essassani and in the Yael civilization, which is why you understand these things a little bit more easily. And are able to explain them to the child, which is one of the things you do when you're taken up to the ships.
Oh, okay.
So now you're just doing it here.
Great. Beautiful. Also, the last time I had the privilege to speak to Bashar,
You mean us?
Yeah, you guys.
All right.
The plural. I mentioned that when I was in my home, I saw a wall of water appear while I was sitting on the couch, and I mentioned to Bashar that I saw portals, and I asked what happened when I went through them.
Yes.
And at that time, he told me I wasn't allowed to know unless I remembered the experience.
And have you remembered?
Yeah.
So what have you remembered?
Well, there were 2 lucid dreams that I remembered. The first dream was as I jumped through as I walked through the wall of water, in the dream, I flipped backwards and I walked in the other direction and I went into someone else's living room. And I recall a little girl running up and throwing herself at me and saying, "Hi, Mom," and then walking around the living room looking at the photos and seeing that I had a large family, which I kind of always wish I had a bigger
You're looking
family.
at a parallel reality, yes.
Mm-hmm. And I stayed in that living room until I felt like I had absorbed enough, and then I asked to go back and pop right out of the dream.
Yes.
And the second one was a lucid dream where I was on a ship and a little girl ran forward in front of me to the big glass window on the ship where you could see all the black stars.
Yes.
So those two experiences made me think that maybe those were connected.
They are.
Definitely the living room one, because
Yes,
I was
yes.
like, it was like a reverse walking.
Yes. But again, you shifted into a parallel reality. So you could see another version of your life, another version of you. And it is connected to the idea of the child on the ship.
Was I the child, or
No,
was
not
it
so
someone
much.
else standing next to me running forward?
Another child connected to the child you experienced in the parallel reality. In other words, the child in the parallel reality, the child on the ship are extensions of the same oversoul.
Okay.
So you had two different experiences with the same oversoul in two different extensions in two different levels of reality. So you could help make that link and that bridge and start remembering what's going on those levels.
Yeah. I was curious too, does each portal represent a different past life? Like if
It can, but you can use the same portal. It's just a matter of altering your frequency to match the frequencies that the portal contains that are representative of different linkages in what you call past, present, or future, even though they're all simultaneous, of course.
Is it always there so I can always just jump through it? Or
It is always
just
there,
when I
but you
get
may
in
not
that
always
space?
match the frequency. You may not
Okay.
always need to jump through it, but it is always there.
Just curious.
Because again, everything always exists at once. But there will be reasons why things are visible or invisible to you at any given moment.
What are the reasons?
Timing, the process you need to go through, what you need to experience and what you don't.
Yeah.
Absorbing what you've already learned so that you can be ready for more.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Does that help?
Yeah. Also, the interesting thing, the wall of water, you requested that or just suggested mapping it, and it literally goes across and through the house from wall to wall, top floor to bottom floor.
All right. It's just an energy field. You
Okay.
interpret as water.
Yeah, it looks like water running up and down at the same time.
That's your physical interpretation of it, yes.
Uh-huh.
Does that help?
Yeah,
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll map them out more. Thanks a lot.
Lucid dreams to you.
Thanks. I look forward to it. I love you, Bashar.
Our
Hugs to all the
unconditional
kids out
love
there.
to you as well.
Thank you.
Hello again, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I have been listening to interviews by David Wilcock of a man named Corey Good.
Yes.
Who's giving information about the planet and what's going on right now.
Yes.
Can you comment on what Corey Good is saying?
All we can tell you once again is the idea of take what works for you and leave behind what does not, because there are descriptions here that may be descriptions of probable parallel realities, giving you an opportunity to decide which one you would prefer.
Okay.
Does that help you?
Yes.
All right.
And he speaks about the blue avians a lot.
Yes,
and
but this is an interpretation.
Okay. I've been seeing blue dots.
Yes.
Eyes closed, eyes open.
Yes.
What are these blue dots?
They can be many things. They can be projections into your world of spirit beings. They can be probes from other realities and other dimensions. They can be many different things. It depends. You have to take it on a moment-to-moment, case-by-case basis.
Okay. So they may be related and they may not be related to each other even.
Correct.
Okay.
But they are at least both representative of the fact that your senses are expanding enough to be able to actually perceive them.
Okay.
Because they are around you quite often, all of you. There are things coming and going, interpenetrating, passing through all the time. There's a lot of traffic going on right here, right now. But you only see what's relevant to the vibrational state you're in. As you expand your senses, you can see more of the traffic.
Okay. And one more question. I went to Egypt
at
the beginning of this year.
How
and
exciting.
It was very exciting. And I had a particularly exciting time at Hatshepsut's funerary temple.
Yes, Hatshepsut.
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 Half.
Shep.
Sut.
Sut. Do I have the same oversoul as Hatshepsut?
You are connecting to that vibration. In a sense, yes. You are connecting to that frequency to aid and assist you in self-empowerment in this life.
Okay. Is that what my reaction to the Cairo Museum was about, her sarcophagus being there?
Yes, because you are again connecting strongly to her vibration as the female pharaoh.
Okay.
Does that help?
One more thing about that. So I was told that I needed to work out things with her and my current partner, who was her partner in that lifetime.
Again, this is not literally you.
Right, okay.
You're using the connection to those energies to work out whatever you need to work out in this lifetime to help you with that.
Okay, did we work that out?
Have you worked it out in this lifetime?
That's, I'm not sure. We did a lot of work on dynamics of that relationship that are similar to ours.
Yes.
So we feel like we've cleared the field, but I'm
All
asking
right.
if we cleared the field.
You have to decide that for yourself.
Okay.
If you have to ask the question, then the answer would be no.
No, okay. Okay, thank you.
Does that help you?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I got too excited. Okay.
Is there such a thing?
I guess not. Bashar.
Good day.
Good to see you. Okay.
Well, you're not seeing me, but thank you for the sentiment.
Good to be with you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So I really want help with. I know you've said this a million times, but I wanted to talk.
Maybe 2 or 3 million, perhaps.
Yeah.
But always the first time. Every time.
Yes. So I really want to be able to believe that I'm going to be supported doing the
You
things.
really want to, or you really need to? Which is more powerful?
Need.
Thank you. When you really need to know, not want to believe, but need to know that you are supported by your excitement, you will know.
Okay.
You understand the difference?
Yes.
So, what's preventing you from knowing that you are supported? Do you not simply have a complete understanding of how the mechanism works?
Well, I don't understand at the level of not doubting.
Then I will ask this question. Do you understand that you are always being supported? Always. It's just that if you have negative beliefs, you will be supported in your negative beliefs. If you have positive beliefs, you will be supported in your positive beliefs. There's no such thing as not being supported. If there was such a thing as not being supported, you wouldn't exist. You are supported in your existence. It's up to you to decide how you're being supported. You don't need to decide that you are or are not supported. You just need to know you're being supported and then make a decision about how you would prefer to be supported. Because you cannot not be supported. Does that make more sense?
Yes.
And when you talk about doubt, remember, doubt is not a lack of trust. Doubt is a 100% trust in a belief you don't prefer. You can never, ever stop trusting. You're always trusting that something is true. Now you have to decide what it is you prefer to believe is true, instead of trusting something you don't prefer to believe is true. But you're always trusting. You're always supported. You're always trusting. You're always confident. You're always abundant in some form. It's up to you to decide in what form you prefer to be abundant, trusting, confident. You understand?
Yeah.
Supported. So, make a decision as to what you prefer, and then discover and investigate any beliefs that you feel like buying into that are contrary to that. Yes?
Yes.
Is this helping?
Yeah, it's basically, I just needed to hear it again.
All right, well, the next time you need to hear it, tell it to yourself. Or you can use us as a permission slip and say, well, what would Bashar say? And then tell yourself what I would say. Because in that, as you say, this has been said 1, 2, 3 million times, by now you would know exactly what we would say, would you not?
Yeah, and this is a similar conversation I had with you last time.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So why, the question then comes forth, don't you believe your own higher mind when it tells it to you instead of us telling you, which is actually the same thing anyway, because you're talking to your higher mind right now, using us as an excuse to do so. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I guess sometimes I get confused is it my ego playing tricks on me or is it really my higher mind speaking to me?
So what you're saying is, if there is a concept that you really prefer, that you know is really true for you, that would be your ego playing a trick on you? Is that what you're saying? Your ego would tell you things that you know are actually what you prefer?
No.
And that would be a trick? Is that what you're saying?
No.
What are you saying?
I'm saying sometimes the ego's like, hey, let's do this. This is really exciting.
So you're saying that you can't tell the difference between when it's really your excitement or when it's your anxiety being disguised as excitement?
Sometimes, yeah.
All right, but if you know that can happen, then be alert. Yes? Pay attention and say, all right, I need to take a moment, I need to pause, and I need to be honest within myself and investigate whether this is actually representative of my excitement or whether it is something different that a negative belief may be telling me that isn't representative of my excitement because I have a fear of going in the direction of my excitement. You can take a moment and you can investigate what's going on within you. And if you have an honest self-investigation, then you'll understand the difference. And then you can move forward. So it's okay to take those moments, those pauses, to investigate what's going on. You don't have to rush forward until you are certain what you're doing, what you're choosing. Yes?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Then let the pauses be part of the process. And then you will know what you're doing, yes?
Yes.
Because if you have to take time, whether it be a moment, whether it be an hour, whether it be a day, a week, a month, or years, to discern the difference, that's what you need to be doing, because that's why it came up. So if the question comes up, is this really my excitement or not? That is what your attention needs to be on at that moment. Not rushing forward, but when you're certain what you're dealing with, then move forward. Because by staying in that process and investigating what's going on, you are moving forward. It's part of your movement. It's part of the motion. Part of the forward motion is to sometimes stand still and investigate and discern what's actually happening. That's part of the momentum. Does that make sense?
Yes, that helps.
That's the paradox. You may not always feel like you're moving forward, but if you understand that whatever's going on is what you need to be focused on, then you know that it is actually part of moving forward, whether it feels like it or not. Yes?
That helps me a lot.
I know.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes?
Yes, because I'm always thinking that moving forward is like taking action.
I know, but that's why we often say acting on your excitement doesn't always mean that you're jumping up and down with your hair on fire. Acting on your excitement can also be experienced as a sense of perfect balance and peace. It's another expression of it, that's all.
Perfect. So that helped me a lot. Thank you so much.
Yes.
My other question is, I noticed that I have sensitivities that I experience when I'm in different places and
Such as?
different people. Like I feel things about certain people.
Yes.
And I noticed that some people, like my reaction is that I kind of feel myself kind of clamping up. And then with some people, I feel really safe.
All right, but you're talking in negative terms.
Yes.
So the idea is you can have all the discernment you wish. You can pick up on the vibrations of other people and you can neutrally observe whether they're putting out something positive or negative. That doesn't mean that you have to be affected by it. You can simply observe it neutrally and know that if it's not something that's vibrationally compatible with what you prefer, then it's just an observation. You don't have to be affected by it. Now, you can respond however you wish, but if it's a fear-based reaction, then you're not standing in your center. You're not standing in your power relative to what's going on with another person. Because if it really has nothing to do with you, why would you react? It would be the same as a total stranger coming up to you on the street and saying something that is completely outside the scope of anything going on in your life, and you would just kind of stare at them and go, well, that's an interesting statement, but it has nothing to do with me. You understand?
Yeah.
So this comes down to the two words, know thyself. And when you know yourself, you will know what is and isn't relevant for you. And you can respond accordingly. Yes?
Yes.
Does this help?
Yep.
Thank you.
Can I ask one more?
Nope.
Okay.